Welcome to ATEDECOR's deep dive into dark academia interiors for 2025, a style that pairs scholarly elegance with warm, lived-in comfort. In this video we'll explore how to build moody palettes, layered textures, curated bookshelves, and cozy reading nooks that feel timeless yet modern. If you love cozy sophistication, subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling us your favorite detail. Dark academia is about atmosphere, the weight of books, the glow of natural light, and tactile fabrics that invite lingering. Over the next sections we'll break the style into practical rooms and steps, palette choices, furniture scale, lighting techniques, and budget-friendly swaps, so you can transform any room into a refined, scholarly haven without losing comfort. Whether you're styling a compact apartment corner or a villa library, I'll show adaptable ideas for scale, material, and mood. Expect simple DIYs, sustainable choices, and tips that are senior-friendly and camera-ready for your home photos. Remember to subscribe, hit like, and comment below if you want downloadable mood boards or sourcing lists. Let's begin the design journey. The heart of dark academia is its palette: deep neutrals, oxblood, forest greens, inky charcoals, and aged parchment tones. Start with a dominant neutral, deep brown or graphite, then layer secondary hues like moss green and oxblood in accents. This creates a grounded, scholarly backdrop that reads luxurious without feeling overstyled. Consider tonal gradation. Paint walls in richer midtones and use lighter parchment or cream for ceilings and trim to keep rooms from closing in. Bring warmth with natural wood finishes and brass accents. Aim for contrast between matte plaster walls and polished wood, so every surface contributes to the moody composition. When testing colors, sample in natural light across morning and evening to see how green and brown undertones shift. Small swatches pinned near windows will reveal undertones that paint chips hide. Use textiles and art to introduce jewel tone pops that anchor the palette without overpowering the serene, vintage mood. Dark academia favors furniture with presence: bookcases that reach toward the ceiling, wingback armchairs, roll-top desks, and substantial side tables. Balance large statement pieces with smaller, intimate elements: a carved footstool, table lamp, or stack of vintage books, so rooms feel curated rather than cavernous. Scale should invite sitting, reading, and lingering. When arranging, create conversational groupings around a focal point, a fireplace, a large rug, or a central table. Allow clear pathways and leave negative space to emphasize the furniture's silhouette. Keep proportions in mind. In low ceilings, choose lower profile furniture to maintain a cozy but open feel. Mix eras. Pair a modern, tailored sofa with an antique writing desk or a restored Victorian side table. This contrast adds story and avoids a museum look. Prioritize comfort, supportive seating and soft armrests, so the space reads as lived in and welcoming to all ages. Lighting makes the mood. Prioritize natural daylight to create depth and gentle contrast in a dark academia interior. Large, mullioned windows, sheer panels, and layered window treatments let light sculpt texture. Use HDR photography principles when shooting. Preserve highlights and shadow detail to show the richness of materials and the depth of color. Complement daylight with warm, dimmable task and ambient lighting, banker's lamps, shaded sconces, and candles, to create pockets of intimacy. Matte finishes absorb light while polished surfaces reflect. Balance both to create visual interest. Consider adjustable lighting over desks for reading comfort. Texture is the tactile language of dark academia. Plaster walls, hand-finished oak, worn leather, nubby wool, and soft velvet. Layer textures so each element catches light differently. Rough stone beside polished brass, coarse linen beside silk. That variety gives a room depth and a sense of history. Layering textiles creates warmth and sophistication. Start with a heavy wool or hand-knotted rug, add throws in velvet or chunky knit, and use layered curtains to control light and sound. Mix flat woven runners with ornate patterns for visual interest. The tactile contrast between smooth leather and soft wool anchors the dark academia sensibility. In upholstery, choose fabrics that patinate gracefully: distressed leather, faded linen, and durable velvets. Throw cushions in varied scales, small embroidered pillows, larger velvet squares, to create plush depth. On beds, layer bedding with quilts, wool blankets, and a simple tailored duvet for an elegant, lived-in result. Don't forget floor and wall treatments. A faded oriental rug can ground a space, while tapestry or framed fabric on walls adds texture without heavy maintenance. Textiles also influence acoustics. Thicker materials reduce echo and create a quieter, more contemplative room. A dark academia signature is the library wall, floor-to-ceiling shelving filled with books, objects, and layered vignettes. Organize shelves by tone, subject, or height to create intentional rhythm. Mix stacks of horizontally placed books with vertical rows, interspersed with artifacts, framed photos, and sculptural pieces to tell a story. Styling is about balance. Leave negative space to let key objects breathe and rotate displayed items seasonally to keep the shelf dynamic. Add small accent lighting inside or above shelves to highlight textures and create reading nooks that feel curated and cozy. Use ladders, built-in benches, and reading alcoves to complete the library experience. Integrate a cozy armchair and side table with a lamp and small stack of current reads. This makes the area feel intentionally used, a true hallmark of lived-in dark academia. A study or workspace in dark academia should prioritize ergonomics and aesthetic. Choose a solid desk with storage or a roll top for concealed clutter. Pair with a supportive chair, task lighting, and a dedicated place for paper and writing tools. The desk should invite work and reflection while fitting the room's overall tone. Styling the desk, keep essentials accessible but beautifully arranged: leather blotter, brass pen cup, stacked notebooks, and a small lamp. Add an antique map or framed botanical print above the desk to inspire focus. Maintain cable management to preserve the classic look without modern visual noise. For multi-use rooms, create defined zones: a desk for focused work, a nearby reading chair for thinking breaks, and a display shelf for reference books. This zoning keeps the room functional and harmonious while reinforcing the dark academia narrative. Art and curiosities give a dark academia room personality. Choose framed etchings, vintage portraits, botanical prints, and small sculptures to create a curated gallery. Layer frames with different finishes and sizes for a collected look, and use museum-style spacing so each piece can be appreciated up close. Objects, globes, brass telescopes, apothecary jars, and old cameras add tactile intrigue. Arrange them in small vignettes on shelves, consoles, and mantels to make the space feel like a lived archive. Rotating objects seasonally keeps the collection fresh without major changes. Labeling and storytelling deepen engagement. A small card with a provenance note, or a stack of journal pages under glass, can turn decor into narrative. This approach transforms space from pretty to memorable, encouraging viewers to linger and explore each detail. Accents provide punctuation. Introduce muted pops like deep ochre, faded teal, or oxblood in small doses, cushions, a single upholstered chair, or art, so they read intentional. Metallics like aged brass and oil-rubbed bronze add warmth and reflect light subtly without overpowering the palette. Use patterns sparingly. A small-scale paisley pillow or a time-worn oriental rug adds layered history without clutter. Keep patterns in a restrained color family to preserve cohesion. Accent greenery, dark-leafed plants or a single potted fern, brings subtle life to the scheme. Remember scale and repetition for accents. Repeat a color or finish in 3 places across the room to create rhythm. This small design rule helps the eye travel and make spaces feel intentionally composed rather than accidental. Choose materials that age beautifully. Reclaimed oak, honed stone, brushed brass, and worn leather convey a sense of time. Finish selections are crucial. Matte or softly polished surfaces read more authentic than high gloss in dark academia. Use plaster or lime wash for walls to achieve subtle texture and depth. Finishes should coordinate. Pair warm woods with warm metals, and cool stone with cooler-backed fabrics. Consider maintenance. Select stone sealers, low-maintenance textiles for high-use areas, and patina-friendly metals that will improve with time rather than show wear as damage. Small finish details, collection molding, leather-bound drawers, or aged brass knobs, elevate perceived quality. Thoughtful hardware and joinery details are inexpensive compared to custom furniture but dramatically increase the sense of craftsmanship. Dark academia can be achieved on a budget by focusing on key foundational pieces, a quality bookshelf, a statement chair, and layered textiles. Hunt thrift stores, estate sales, and online marketplaces for solid wood furniture and framed art. These pieces often have the right scale and patina for less money. Upcycling is central. Refinish an old desk, reupholster a chair in velvet, or swap knobs for brass. Small interventions deliver big visual returns. Prioritize sustainability by choosing durable materials that last and by repairing rather than replacing to deepen the home story. For budget planning, set priorities. Invest in 1 or 2 investment pieces, then finish with affordable textiles, thrifted art, and clever styling. A little research and patience turns secondhand finds into curated, high-impact features. Thank you for exploring dark academia interiors with ATEDECOR. We've covered palette, furniture, lighting, textiles, library styling, artful curiosities, finishes, and budget-friendly strategies to craft a cozy, scholarly home. If this video inspired you, please subscribe, like, and comment with which idea you'll try first. Your feedback shapes future videos. To recap, build a Moody palette, layer tactile textures, curate books and objects, and prioritize pieces that age gracefully. Small, intentional edits create narrative and comfort. If you want resources, I can share mood boards, shopping lists, and DIY guides in the comments. Tell me which formats you prefer. Finally, share photos of your progress with our community and tag ATEDECOR when you post. We love featuring viewer makeovers and sharing practical tips for senior-friendly styling. Hit subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment, and thank you for designing a home that feels learned, warm, and uniquely yours.